Hi, a man from England here. As you can see, I've finished the jig completely off now, and from the saw blade, which is here, to there is 15 inches. So if you've got a 30-inch shaft, take the point off, and you've got to allow for that plastic insert there. Well, yeah, if you haven't got an insert, that's okay, but I mean, if you're just doing a blank shaft, thread it into the back, so it comes through up to this point here. Okay, now that will cut the arrow almost in, well, it should be in half, and then you put it onto this and grind your ends down straight. So the whole thing now is finished. It's as you can see, there's no movement now, and with this crossbar brace, with this straight bracing now, it makes it much better, and that's what it looks like. Looks like a crossbow, and really, I mean, it's only for if you're making takedown arrows, because like if you're going to buy an arrow shaft, they will cut it to size anyway. So really, I mean, you can if you've got a 26-inch arrow, you use the 13-inch mark. 28-inch arrow, you use the 14-inch, and 30-inch arrow, you use the end of this ruler. And of course, if you've got a 27, well, then you go 13.5 inches. And if you've got a 29, you go to 14.5 inches. If you've got a 31, you can always judge that extra half inch, so when it's on, when you push your arrow in, you can measure just that extra half inch and cut your shaft. Very good. I'm well pleased, and as you saw my other videos, the 3 takedown arrows I made, I don't think it'll go in there. No. Anyway, it has to go like that. You can't just slot it in. But that's your 15.5 inch. If you take your 3/4 inch off, that would allow, you know, once it goes in the old saw blade, it's almost perfect in a way of doing it. So that's your takedown arrow. So how much the jig? A ruler. You can cut down an old ruler. Plastic blocks. 2 pieces of old wood. A nail file, which goes in for your square end filing, and an arrow blank, which will go onto the arrow shaft there, and as you turn it, it can't go in any further, so it becomes a dead straight edge. Without the saw, you're looking maybe £1, £1.50, nail file, a ruler, these blocks you most probably got in your shed. Okay, screws you most probably got in the shed. With the saw, if you had to buy this saw, that's £70. So you're talking about around about £71, and you've got a £200 machine, which other people on YouTube are buying. You can get these mini chop saws, but they haven't got enough strength. They can stop the blade if you go too fast. Well, this here, you can go as fast as you want down, unadvisable. When you do it, you go slowly, nice and slowly. No rushing, just nice and slowly to get that nice cut. If you go too fast, what it can do is split your ends, and you get little chippings, which wouldn't look nice. So if you was going to keep them for yourself, it's not too bad. But if you was going to sell the takedown arrows to people, well, then you want it to look nice. Now, the only problem I have, although these fly very well, is the screw fan. I think the next set I make, I won't ream out the, I won't tap out the thread on the insert, which is an 832 thread, and because I couldn't get 832s, near closest to that was an M4, metric M4 bolt, and of course it ends up being a little bit loose, even right up to the time it's a fraction away, even up to that time, until you pinch it together, and then it becomes stable. But you still got to look, when you pinch it together, try and look at the two inserts and line them completely up straight. What I was thinking of doing is getting some sort of shim, if I use these M4s, and shimming it out as you would do on the points. You got that kind of a flat shim part before the thread, so when that goes in, it's going in dead straight, and it tightens down virtually without any movement. And so I'll have to get the proper bolts. I mean, these are alright for myself. I wouldn't dream of making these up and selling them, because I wouldn't say they're absolutely perfect. But after saying that, they fly well, they hit the target where you aim at. Well, in my case, they hit the target, and I'm well pleased with the overall performance of this jig. The idea is not to rush. Anyway, once again, thanks for watching, and a very good little tool to have in your archery tool set kit. Bye for now.